In this video, we'll review the most frequent data operations for subsetting, filtering, insertion, deletion, and aggregation of data. Having such efficient data operations speeds up all algorithms that use these operations, and they are used a lot. Let's figure out how to leverage these in Pandas. By the end of this video, you should be able to handpick data, both rows or columns, in a data frame using Pandas methods, add or delete rows or columns in a data frame, and perform aggregation operations like group by in data frames. In all of the coming slides, we will use a toy data frame that is present in each slide with the name df. This is the first data frame that we see in this slide. You can slice out the column of your choice simply by providing its name, like we see here for sensor. We've reviewed this one earlier as well. Filtering out rows based on a condition is a very common task. Here, we do df sensor greater than 0 to find out all the rows that have sensor 2 in sensor 2 that are greater than 0. Adding a new column is performed by using the name of the new column you want on the left-hand side and providing the value on the right-hand side. In this example, we create a new column called sensor 4 by squaring the values of column in sensor 3. You can provide data on right-hand side in a variety of formats. I would encourage you to try adding a new column using values in a list, array, and see how this works for yourself. Here, in this slide, we show you how you can leverage the .loc or location function to specify exactly which row you want to add to your new data. Notice the right-hand side is a list of values containing exactly the same number of values as the number of columns. Drop functions, as you've seen before, lets you delete a row from a data frame. You can use df.index to specify one or more rows to drop. Notice how the right data frame on the right is smaller and has the fifth row missing. As we've seen before, del function intuitively lets you delete a column simply using its name. Sometimes there are columns that are not relevant to your specific analysis, like we had for the timestamps in our ratings database. So that data is the data you don't want to consider in your analysis. You can simply get rid of it using the del function. Now, group by is a very useful method that lets you get combined statistics about the data frame. Here we show you how to perform group by using a student ID and extract mean scores for each subject. So if the student took the same subject more than a couple of times, we can group them by and take the average of the performance for the student 2. If you look at 2, it shows up now as an average score for that student ID 2 for each subject. In summary, Pandas has a vast array of efficient methods to allow you to play with your dataset. We have only discussed a short subset here, but we encourage you to explore at the link here to find out new ways. You will soon realize with some experience that connecting these simple operations can result in large and complex pipelines of analytics that transform raw data into something that we can analyze and get meaningful insights from.